Girl, I say, if only life would lean our way. Well, you and me, we'd run away to be wherever our adventure waits. And time would be a distant memory. Nobody could tell us to stay. Well, I've been dreaming ever since I've seen you happen when you came my way. I heard your heart say love, love, love. 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 Oh, it seems awfully far for us to find at all. Well, all these years will wash away and we'll be clean, but we'll have no.
So the first night we ever met, I was on a date with another girl, and we went to a hockey game.
So me and my best friend Erin decided that we'd become hockey fans for Utah State, and we went to their first game. It was against BYU.
And I guess I had a pretty good night. I was pretty funny that night and made Kayla laugh with her friend Erin.
And Terry kept walking by and he'd crack jokes and he was funny, I guess. And then after the game, it's like hockey fan tradition to go to Beto's.
And then we ended up at this cheap Mexican food restaurant here on Main Street.
So we went to Beto's and Terry came with a date and he sat by us and it was fun. So that's how we first met. Okay, so our first date, I had a test before, and so I was supposed to call him after I was done with my test. And so I called him, and it took longer than what we both thought. It was just a lunch date. He had to be back at the rink to film the hockey team at 4. So it was really rushed, but we went to Pita Pit.
So we had to hurry, and our date was awkward. And while I was trying to cut my pita, my fork broke and like launched across the table, and I made a really good impression.
It was fun. It was really short, but it was good. And then after I went to one of the games, he got me a ticket, and then we hung out after that. But our lunch date was nice.
And then after that, we started hanging out every day, and it went well from there.
We sit oceanside, we fly to the moon. I catch your eye in the tail end of a tune, but it won't do. It couldn't ever. Oh, 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 oh. Days go by, and I can't seem to find a way to tell you I'm thinking of a way to keep you here with me. Days go by, and I can't seem to find a way to tell you I'm thinking of a way to keep you here with me.
Terry was my first kiss, so I think he was probably more nervous than I was.
I guess I pushed it a little too fast. I would go for like hand holds a little quicker than she wanted to and other things, so I was kind of pushy. And finally I thought it was gonna happen, and we got all prepared basically. Like, we were upstairs at her house, and finally I went for it.
I knew he wanted to kiss me and he went in for it, and I just laughed and I told him I wasn't ready, and he felt embarrassed.
She totally shut me down. And so then the next time, like, we got close, like, I really wanted to kiss her and she knew it. And the next time we got so close and I would get like right up to it, and then I'd back out because I was nervous she was gonna totally shun me again. And
a couple of days later we had our first kiss, and it was nice. It was a little weird for me, but it got better with time, so.
We're less nervous now, but we still don't really kiss that often, like in public or anything, because we still feel a little awkward. Yeah, the proposal it's really smooth. So I've been living in Washington, D.C. since July, and so Kayla and I had been apart for quite a while, for several months. And so Kayla finally decided she would fly out in October. I had asked her dad for permission to marry her on the phone, which wasn't great, but kind of the only option. And so Kayla flew out in October, end of October, and I had everything planned out. We had a full day for them in Washington, D.C., so.
I knew it was going to be happening, but I was still surprised. On Friday, he took us on a tour of the Dome and the Capitol and everything. And during our tour, one of his friends came in and he said, like, Terry, something's wrong in the office. They need you to go back and help them. And I totally believed it. And so he left and he's like, I'll finish giving you the tour and everything. So he did, and then he's like, oh, since you guys know Terry and you're special, I'm gonna take you to the Speaker of the House's private balcony. And I was like, oh yeah, this is cool, VIP tour status. And so he takes us back and he's like, only one person can go on the deck at a time. And I still believed him.
So Kayla didn't think anything of it. I took off and went out to the balcony, and Devin had everything set up. We had flowers and Martinellis and champagne glasses. And so he finally walked her out to the speaker's balcony, and I was already out there. And I had her sit down and kneel down. And
he told me that he loved me and that he wanted to spend the rest of his life with me, and asked me to marry him. And I said yes. And he did really good, so.